You ever feel like you're speaking a completely different language than the execs at your company? You know, you bring all the deep technical knowledge, the data, the code, but getting from your keyboard to the boardroom, it just feels like there's this giant gap. Well, today, we're talking about how to build the bridge right over that gap and go from being a tech expert to a real strategic leader. Does this sound familiar? You're a rock star in your technical role. Maybe you're an analyst, a developer, an IT pro, but it feels like there's this invisible wall between you and the big strategic decisions. You know you've got more to contribute, but the question is, how do you actually break through and start shaping strategy? And here's the thing, this isn't just a personal challenge. It's one of the biggest gaps in the modern workforce. Companies are absolutely swimming in data, but they're starving for leaders who can turn that data into action. They don't just need another specialist. They need someone who can connect the tech to the business results. And that gap, that's your huge career opportunity right there. So what's the fix? How do you become that person? We're about to dive into how a master's in technology management, especially one with a data science concentration, is pretty much designed from the ground up to be that bridge, to get you to the other side. Okay, so think of this degree as having two essential pillars holding up your career bridge. On one side, you've got technology management. This is where you build those crucial leadership skills, how to lead teams, manage projects, drive innovation. Then, on the other side, you get these deep analytical skills from the data science concentration. It's this 1-2 punch that makes you that translator everyone's looking for, someone who speaks both tech and business fluently. So who is this really for? Well, it's for you, the analyst who's totally ready to lead a team. It's for the technical contributor who wants to be a strategic manager. It's for anyone in IT or operations who's tired of just supporting the business and wants to start shaping its future with data. All right, building this bridge sounds amazing, right? But the thought of doing it while you're working a full-time job or trying to manage university transfer, that can feel overwhelming. And that's where the how you do it becomes just as important as the what. So let's talk about the low-residency advantage. I mean, this is the million-dollar question, isn't it? Life doesn't stop. You've got a career to juggle, and if you're a transfer student, you need everything to line up perfectly. How does a program like this actually fit into your life without making you hit pause on everything else? So let's look at the options. A full-on campus program? It's immersive for sure, but really tough with a job. Fully online gives you tons of flexibility, but you might miss out on that face-to-face connection. But look right there in the middle, that sweet spot, low residency. It's got high marks for both work compatibility and transfer friendliness. You kind of get the best of both worlds. So why does this format work so well here? First off, it's just like how we actually work now. It's hybrid. You get to keep your job, so you can apply what you're learning literally the next day. The in-person sessions are these high-value, intense bursts of collaboration and networking, and this is huge for transfer students. It gives you that crucial continuity for things like credits and planning for CPT or OPT, those work authorizations that are so important. Okay, we've covered the what and the how. Now for the most important part. What can you actually do with all this? What are the real, tangible skills you're going to walk away with? This is what it's all about. This program teaches you to think way beyond just building a dashboard. It's about owning the entire process. From figuring out the right business question to ask, to managing the whole project, to then communicating what you found to leadership in a way they get it, and then finally, using that insight to drive real change in the organization. And this quote just nails it. The market doesn't just pay for technical skills anymore. It pays for strategic judgment. If you can be the person who answers these questions, what data is important, and what do we do with it? You become absolutely invaluable. And where are people looking for these skills? Honestly, the short answer is everywhere. Look at this. From enterprise tech and consulting to healthcare and finance, they're all hungry for leaders who can connect the dots between technology and strategy. So we've looked at the problem, the solution, the skills you'll build. Now it's time for the final, most important question of all. Is this the right pathway for you? So let's be real, this is perfect for the working professional or the transfer student in tech who's ready to make that jump to leadership. It's all about applied skills and real-world impact. Now, on the other hand, if you're looking for a purely theoretical path, or you want to do a super deep dive into advanced math, this practical, management-focused program might not be the best fit. When it's all said and done, the goal is simple. It's to turn you into that translator, that implementer, and that leader. You become someone who doesn't just understand the data, but knows how to use it to build the future. Now, I know that choosing the right program and navigating all the complexities of a university transfer, it can be a lot. So to help you find the clearest path, Student Transfer Experts has put its years of transfer expertise into something called Transfer GPT, which lets you assess whether a program or a university transfer is truly the right fit for your academic history, your career goals, and just, your life constraints. So, if you're ready to explore your transfer options with real clarity and an awareness of all the compliance stuff, you can fill in your details in the form on our website, studenttransferexperts.com, for a guided evaluation by our team. It's time to take that next step and build your bridge.
Right choices, effective outcomes. Brought to you by Student Transfer Experts.